Hi everyone, this is Nikki K and welcome to another video, and I'm going to be bringing you the 3-month winter solstice reading for all of the signs. Now, as we all know, guys, the winters can be really cold, dark, deep and intense. It can also be very much a sad time. And I've been meaning to bring this video to you guys because I feel that this winter is going to be definitely life-changing for all of us. And you know, it's not very easy during the winter to be very motivated to be doing anything, whether it's working out, whether it's to eat right, whether it's to, you know, go to work. So these are, you know, I'm just bringing you all you signs and also on a general collective messages that, you know, we could be feeling. Also messages from the tarot, because you know the tarot, they always have nice calm messages for you guys. So let's get to it. So the first one I'm going to start with obviously is going to be Aries, okay, because you know you guys love to, you know, you Aries like to be first. So Aries, the first card that you have is the Three of Cups. Now during this winter, especially coming into like December going forward, you know, you are going to be definitely on the roll, okay? The first card you got is the Three of Cups. So you guys are, you know, this is a time that you guys, especially like early, it is about celebration, being around people that you love. I feel some of you are going to be celebrating like a new project that you are working on, or you guys have definitely completed. But I feel that, you know, during the early time of the winter, you know, you're really looking forward to what is going to be happening, what's going to be happening within your whole life. You know, yes, you guys, you know, your energies may, you know, be up and down, but you are ready. You see positives in everything, and that's what the Three of Cups represents. The second card you have is the Justice card, and this is going to be about balancing all things that you need. Balance in life, balance in work, balance in your relationships. You are all about finding balance. The Justice card is the Libra card, which rules your relationships. So I feel a lot of you are going to be coming together more in your relationships with your partner. There can be honest communication, honesty in, you know, because in order for you to be at your best and your happiest and your most confident, communication is going to be the #1 key. I feel also some of you are going to be dressing up a little bit differently as well. You're going to be working on your appearance. It feels very much at the forefront. So whether you've been thinking about your appearance, or, you know, your partner may have said something, it could be a mixture of the two. But I feel that your appearance is going to be taking a different stage. So you guys may like cut your hair, or, you know, start to, I don't know, invest in like different types of clothes. It might be expensive, or you could be making clothes as well, or wearing makeup. And, you know, I just feel that your appearance, you want to look different like during the winter season, and this can also boost like your morale, boost your confidence as well. The last card you have is the Star card. And the Star card is about hope. So your vibrations are high. You know, your hopes for the future are very high. And there can be an element of control that's going on. And I feel that the control is you know, you some of you are naturally very, you got an idea, you move forward very quickly. But this time it's like there's high hopes for your future. So now you are going to, you know, you're going to go for it, but you're also going to be, you know, the element of control of, okay, this is what I'm going to do. But, you know, there's certain things I may think about before I actually pursue it. So on one hand, you're going to be pursuing lots of things, but on the other hand, you're still not, it's more about not being a bit sure. Even though you're still going to go for it, you're still going to be thinking and probably strategizing and even like talking to people before you even move forward. But the winter time, although it is a time of things are slow, you Aries, I feel, are going to be moving, you know, pretty forward within your goals. I have a emotion reading for you for all the signs. So your first emotion, the emotion that comes up for you, Aries, is balance. So it says, find balance in all things. Okay, so if you find that you're going too far with something, if you're speaking, you know, saying something that obviously sometimes you shouldn't say, or it could be many things, Aries. This is a general, but it's about finding balance. So if you're going to be starting any new action, if you're going to be, you know, just pushing yourself too far, starting like a new workout regime and going too hard or fast, being very strict with what you're eating. You know, like I said, I feel that there is a bit of a strictness with you during the winter season, but it's about finding balance, giving yourself a break, not being too hard on yourself. Okay, so that is for Aries. Then we have Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, you know, the winter time, you are going to be, you know, shedding old skin. You are going to be, you know, there's lots of feelings that you've felt during like the autumn season, and now during the winter, it feels like a little bit that you want to really hibernate. You want to be around, you know, your friends and your family, your children, being around people that you love. You want to eat nice foods. You want to have comfort. You don't want to be working too hard during like the winter season, like you did in 20, you know, in the autumn, summer, or 2021. You just want to be at peace. And the first message you have is at peace. So it says, find peace in your surroundings. So even Taurus, you know, if you have a lot of duties and responsibilities that you have to do, by all means do it, you know, because you like to get your work done before you rest. But if your energy is lagging in any way, rest. Okay, because you are not going to get in trouble. You are not going to, you know, nothing bad's going to happen. You've got to find peace, because you know you've got the North Node going in your sign, and you know you've got Uranus there, and you are changing, Taurus, even if you don't feel it. So the first message you got is peace. Find peace in all of your surroundings, and even look for peace, Taurus. If you find that you're around energies that are crazy, find a little corner, you know, just to regroup and have peace of mind, because I feel the winter time you are seeking peace of mind. The first card that you have is a Tower card, and the Tower card is about deconstruction. It's about leaving something. It's fiery. You are ready to mash up the place, basically, Taurus. There's going to be a huge change in the winter season, and I feel you are definitely going to have a hand in it. Okay, I feel that there's going to be lots of secrets coming out. You know, I say your career because your career has been so highlighted during the, you know, 2021. And I feel it's going to continue in 2022. But you are ready to throw away the rule book and start fresh. But in order to do that, something has to give. So there can be some of you Tauruses really showing, you know, not necessarily shouting, but speaking your truth. Some of you could be very argumentative. Some of you could just leave a job. Some of you could leave a relationship. Some of you could do things within a whim. Whenever we see the Tower card, is that something's going to be broken. And I feel there's going to be a lot of shocks during the next 3 months. And I feel that you are going to be part of it. If you haven't started it, you're going to be a part of it. Okay? So shocks, lots of shocks and twists and turns are going to be happening. The second card you have is the Ace of Cups. So there's a new beginning happening. There's new There's new energies that are going to be free flowing. I feel some of you Tauruses, if you have been working on a project, if you're working for a company, I feel there's going to be promotions coming. There's going to also be more money coming in for you. If it's not from anyone else, it may be from yourself. Something you are doing on the side. You are going to be gaining more money. Emotionally, you're going to be feeling fresh. You're going to be feeling brand new. You are ready for the future. You are also ready for the next turn that's going to be happening in your life. There's going to be more of a sweeter side to a lot of you Taurians. You want to surround yourself with nice, peaceful surroundings. So the Ace of Cups is a brand new time for a lot of you to be seeking that. Or it's going to be coming to you, you know. But I do feel deep down, some of you Tauruses know that there's a new energy happening. There's a huge, beautiful shift coming. The third card you have is the Eight of Wands, and it is reversed. And the Eight of Wands reversed for you Tauruses, you know, during this winter time, is that there is loads that, you know, this is about, you know, the Eight of Wands, sorry, is about, you know, movement. So it's about fast movement. It's a Mercury in Sagittarius card. And, you know, we are in the solar eclipse, which is in Sagittarius. So there can be, even though things are going to be panning out well for you, there's still going to be some things that need to be sorted out. Okay. And it is about you, because some of you Tauruses may be wanting new experience. Some of you know that it's coming. Some of you are going to new experience, but some of you actually want new experience. So, and this is going to be in everything. I know I keep coming to your career, but that is what is very much highlighted. So if there's action that you guys are going to be pursuing, know that there can be some delays that happen during the winter time. And that's only because there's little niggles that you have to just iron out, basically. It's not nothing extremely major, but some of you may need to like put a lot of work in order to move, in order to get new experience, in order to get a new beginning. So it's just about, yeah, it's just about being, you know, going to that Uranus in Taurus, knowing that changes are going to be coming, but still you're going to have to put the work in as well. You're going to, instead of just thinking, oh, I want this to happen, you're going to have to put the work in. And once you put the work in, things will just, you know, move very quickly. Okay. It's a very, very surprising time for a lot of you Tauruses. Gemini. It is your time. The first card you have is the Five of Pentacles. And I think that you Geminis have had this card before. I think I done it for, you know, when we had the new moon, which was in Capricorn. So the first card you got is the Five of Pentacles. So I feel a lot of you Geminis may be consolidating a loss. That could be a loss of power during the winter. It could be many things. I do feel that it's a loss of power, loss of control. You know, like I said before, a lot of you Geminis have been that when the North Node's in your sign, that is when, you know, things are shining on you. And also, you know, you tend to get away with a lot of things, good or bad. It's you know, we are all human. But I feel that with you Geminis, there's going to be like this huge realization, like a more down-to-earthness that's going to be coming up during the winter season. Because, you know, with Capricorn, even though we go from Capricorn to Aquarius to Pisces, for me personally, it follows throughout the whole of the 3 months, that whole energy of Capricorn. And Capricorn is about realness. So I feel a lot of you Geminis are going to be feeling, whether if you've been doing like the due diligence in working on yourself and in all themes of life, there's going to be a realization of what needs to come. And I feel for some of you Geminis who haven't been working on yourself, you're being cheeky, because you guys are pretty cheeky, and you're going to get this huge dose of realism. So the winter may be feeling very harsh for a lot of you guys. And I feel that if you feel that you have lost a relationship or lost a job, a position of power, or anything that feels really harsh that you feel that you cannot control, instead of blaming, it's about looking at what you, being honest with yourself, Gemini, what you did to make this happen. So if it may feel that some of you may be feeling sorry for yourself, like, why me? But sometimes, you know, if we're being honest, Gemini, we had a hand in it. But it's more of, it's a loss, but it's a realization. And it's it may feel like a karmatic time. The second card you have is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, again, coming from the Five of Pentacles, is going to be, I feel that there's going to be a lot of, this winter feels very harsh for a lot of you, Gemini. There may be some arguments, harsh communications, realizations of truth. The Queen of Swords is also saying that there's going to be a lot of, you know, a lot of like meetings, I feel it's going to be going on during winter. And these meetings are very important. These meetings can feel very, these meetings don't feel very nice in a way. It feels like, you know, this needs to be done, that needs to be done. It feels like it's time to get back to reality. And, you know, this, I say arguments because I feel like there could be some arguments with bosses, things being accountable in some way. And, you know, if you're not involved, it could be people around you that are involved. It also feels like there's going to be a loss. It also feels that there's going to be some of you could be cutting your losses with things that no longer serve you in some way. And there's no looking back as well. And I feel that some of you may also want things to be done very fast, but it's about using like the logic. It's about being logical instead of that just trying to push and pursue something. The last card you have is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is about rest. It's about some of you maybe having a lot going on in your mind. I feel that a lot of you Geminis will be needing to rest during the winter time, because there is so much work that needs to be done. There's so much on your mind. It does feel that, you know, the Four of Swords is also about recovery. So I feel that some of you may be shocked by the events that happen during the winter time, for the next 3 months. And you may find it very hard to like relax. You may find it very hard to emote your feelings. So this is a Jupiter in Libra card. With Jupiter in Libra, it is about, you know, you gain, you know, riches when you are finding balance and you're communicating. But I don't feel a lot of you are going to be feeling balanced. And it's about, I feel that this is about honesty, Gemini. This is about a lot of honesty. Honesty with, you know, your actions, honesty in your words, being honest with yourself. So there may be time, I feel that there's a lot of call for a lot of you Geminis to rest, to have that downtime, not surrounding yourself with too much people so that you don't have to think about drama that's happening within your lives. It can also feel that there's things that are spinning out of control for a lot of you Geminis, and I find a lot of you are going to find it very hard to relax. And the message that you have from the emotions is anger, and it's saying know when to use your higher emotions. So it feels like there's going to be some anger, and even if you guys don't emote it, it may be inside. You may be burying it inside, that there's things that you want to shout and scream about, but you're going to have to bury it. So when this Four of Swords come, it's no wonder some of you may not find it easy to relax, easy to rest. So there's ways of emoting your anger. There's ways of emoting a higher emotion. It's just finding that way to do it. Cancer. You have the Knight of Swords. for the winter. The first message you have is from the Knight of Swords. And for you Cancers, you know, I've got you're on a roll. That's what I got. You're on a roll, Cancer. You are very much ready to, you know, you've been very quiet, should I say, for the past couple of seasons, and you guys are just ready now. Yeah, even if you don't feel like you want to do anything, your mind is like, okay, this is what we've got to do, this is what we've got to do, this is what we've got to do. I'm going to do this now, I'm going to do this now, I'm going to do this now. This is the Gemini card. So your mind is constantly coming up with ideas, constantly coming up with things that you could do, constantly thinking of things that you could learn. You know, this card is, it can be an aggressiveness to this. So some of you may be feeling more ambitious, more than aggressive. So you are on the attack of completing any projects, learning a new skill. I feel some of you are, I've said this before, I feel some of you are very creative. So I feel that this may be coming during like January. There's a new, fresh and burst of mental activity that's happening for a lot of you Cancers. And it's going to follow through for the next 6 months. So even if you are resting, your mind's going to be playing, not tricks on you, just going to be like this idea, that idea, what you can do. It's best to write it down, Cancer. Because when you're resting in the bed, that's when it's time to rest. So have like a pen or a paper, write down the ideas or images that come up to you now. Okay, and know when to go on the attack of working and know when to rest. Okay, and this is also because I feel that if you don't find that sort of balance in knowing when to rest and doing what you need to do, this can cause a lot of like frustrations. It can cause conflict. You guys can feel that you're not emotionally like balanced, grounded, because some of you may even feel that if you don't do this now, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose the motivation to complete things that you actually want to do. So yes, you're going to be very much having like these emotional, intellectual ideas. I feel some of you also are going to be being around friends, having like debates. It feels like you guys are a bit of like a Gemini, to be honest. So again, I feel it's about finding balance, but also, you know, pursuing your goals, Cancer. Pursue your goals, but, you know, resting when it needs to. The second card you have is the Knight of Wands. Oh, you guys are on a roll, Cancer. So the Knight of Wands for you Cancer is, you know, is about messages that are going to be coming. It could be good news, obviously, good news that are going to be coming. If some of you guys want to change like a job, change like a career in any way, just a change of like circumstances, a change in like your life in general, this is a good time to be doing it now during the winter season. Some of you, I feel because we have this solar eclipse in your 6th house as well, that, you know, you are going to be very diligent. You're going to be wanting to, you know, make sure things are in the right place. And this also means like a new, just a new beginning happening for you. And I feel that if you are going to be changing like a lifestyle, Cancer, it can stick. It can really stick. You know, I feel that there's a huge confidence coming for you guys as well. And I feel that there's going to be lots of like good news and happiness when it comes to like a new group that you're going to be surrounding yourself with. I feel that if you are seeing people from your past as well, there can be lots of good news. Like people are going to be honest with their feelings and their emotions. And it could also feel that people are being too honest. It could actually shock you. So there's a lot of good news that is actually coming, but also still very busy time, Cancer. And, you know, because the Knight of Cups is about good tidings. Yeah, lots of messages. And, you know, whether you're going to be doing it or people are going to be coming to you. I feel people may be coming more to you, Cancer. Okay? And it's actually really good that a lot of you are surrounding yourself with people lovable people, people that you can actually trust. The last card you have, is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords for you, Cancer, is, it is reversed. And it is about, it's a Mars in Gemini card. Because you're going to be so busy, more busier than usual in the winter, Cancer. It is about anxiety, because it is reversed. So the Nine of Swords, it does rule like anxiety. It can rule like unhappiness. It can also rule depression as well. So like Gemini, it's a time that, you have to find time to relax and rest, because you're going to be pulled in many different corners. And the number 9 is about endings. Okay, so it is this last card is showing you that if you're feeling overwhelmed with what's going on in your life, with the busyness, with being pulled in different corners, with you're helping too many people, you're being, you're taking care of yourself. There's new things that you're doing in the winter, but it can overwhelm you. That's when you're going to have to be very honest now, Cancer, and, listen to your body and rest. And also, I feel for you, Cancers, if you're doing like a spiritual practice during the winter season is actually a great time for you to be doing it. Listening to like podcasts or YouTube videos that do guided meditation, because I feel that even though when you're alone, even with your family, or it's time for you to be, relaxing in general, you're going to still be extremely active, and it doesn't help. Sometimes when you're so busy, especially when you're sleeping, you wake up tired. So all that you want to do and complete, if you're not relaxing, it's going to just come to nothing. So listen to your emotions, meditation, drinking chamomile tea, maybe even using essential oils, because it can be very intense. And I feel it can be more intense for you, Cancer. It can even be more intense for you. So try to relax as well. And also, if you're doing like something high intensity as well, it may be time for you guys to be doing something low intensity as well. Because when we are doing something physical for ourselves, a new change for ourselves, it's a very exciting time. But sometimes having that downtime can be even harder. The emotion card you have is anxiety. So some of you could be feeling very anxious as well. You're very anxious energy, in that there's new things coming, or there's a worry that things won't pan out the way it is. So it's saying relieve your vibration through meditation and breath work. The thing that I just said, Cancer, that's gonna be the only way that it can actually ground you during this extremely busy time. It's also going to be a mentally busy time for you. So meditation, calm, peace, this will help. Leo. So Leo, during this 3 months in the winter, the first card you have is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is just showing me for you, Leos, that during the 3 months, you're going to be wanting to be working very hard. There's books you want to read, there's skills that you want to, accomplish. There's also skills that you actually want to learn. I feel this is going to be very much a hard working next 3 months for you, Leos. I feel that, your energy and vitality is definitely geared towards learning, like a higher learning in some way. And you're going to be, doing what you need to do when it comes to like family or friends. But I feel that when you're in your private space, you may be like lining up books that you want to read, lining up, it feels very much like a diligent time. Let's get down to work. Let's get back to basics. So I feel that when you're having your private space, which is very, very really, if I'm being honest, because you are very, this year anyway is going to be very busy for you. But I feel that, for the winter, You do want time for yourself into pursuing goals that you've always wanted to do, that you didn't actually get to do. So if you, I don't know, if you're going to be doing like if you're going to be doing some type of work, for instance, you want to be very prepared. You know, you want to research the company. If you are going to be, you know, taking up a new course of study, you may want to get lots of books on the course of study before you even pursue it. There's things that I feel that you're going to be doing to really prepare yourself, and you're going to be very serious about this. And I feel when it comes to like the springtime, you know, you're going to be thinking, okay, I know this, I've got this in the bag. So it feels very much a time of hard work. And also, you know, Leo, that when you put hard work in anything, you get tangible results. Your second card is the Strength card. It is reversed. So it's just showing me that for you, Leos, even though you're going to be very hard, you know, you are very serious about what you want to pursue. Your energy and vitality may not be as high as you want it to, even though some of you are, what's the word, prepping yourself. You know, remember when it comes to like the winter, it's very much in your, you know, it's in your house of health. So I feel that energy and vitality may not be very high. So you guys may have to struggle in order to get going on, not every day, but I feel that there's some days you may have to struggle. It is also saying that, you know, trying to push yourself too much, Leos. Learning something is very exciting, especially something that you love. But if you feel like there's some days that you don't want to do it, you know, there's some days that you can't be bothered to meet up with people, or some days you don't want to, you know, learn, read, just relax, just rest, you know, because if you push yourself, it could be more detrimental than anything. But, you know, when your vitality is there, by all means, do what you need to do, you know. And I feel that there are some times that some of you Leos are going to be very quiet. It feels like a quiet time. You want, not only do you want quiet time, but you're going to be seeking peace, seeking quiet in order to get the, you know, because you're ruled by the sun. So with this, even this card being reversed, it's saying that, you know, in order for you to have that, you know, that light shining on you, downtime is going to be very much essential. Okay. And, you know, listen to your instincts, because this is a heart card. So really listen to your instincts, work with your energy, work with your vitality as well. And also don't let no one push you to do something you don't want to do. So, you know, sometimes people may not threaten you, but they may just say, oh, I thought that you'll always be there for me, or I thought that this will happen, and, you know, I thought that you promised. You know, if you don't feel to do anything, Leo, just don't do it. You know, remember, you're a fixed fire sign. You know, your word is key. You know, how you emote your emotions and your actions is key. So really listen to your body. I feel like this card is more listen to your body than anything, and your heart. Your last card is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, lovely card for you Leos during this winter time. Is going to be lots of, you know, I feel like especially like coming towards the end of winter, you know, things definitely will be getting a bit more plain smoothing for you. I feel that you guys, you know, if you're in a relationship, there could be a lot more of a loving time. Not to say it won't be loving in the whole of winter. I just feel that, you know, you're going to, you're going to be finding lots of, for you to be at your both confident best, of basically what I'm saying, Leo, is, you know, being around your partner, being around people that you love, but being especially around like your family and friends. And, you know, the Knight of Cups is about love. It's about, you know, representation of love, and it's very much emotional. So that's one of the reasons why listening to your heart is going to be important. Your intuition is going to play a huge part in this winter coming season. And I feel that some of you may actually fall in love with your partner, or if you've if you are doing something that you love, you may fall back in love with it as well, you know. And I just feel that you just relax a bit more, because even though I do feel in the beginning you're going to feel very, you know, excited, there can be some tension that comes with excitement as well, that you feel that you have to do everything at once. But I feel that, you know, there's going to be a bit more of relaxing time, falling in love with a partner, something you've wanted to create or learn. It feels very loving, okay? And the emotion card you have is calm. So it's about being calm. Try to be calm in all areas of your life. There's also going to be calm. There's also going to be stormy. Then there's calmness going to come. Or it could be like calm before the storm. I feel this is definitely to do with listening to your emotions, and also finding calm in your surroundings as well. So whether it's going out by yourself, going to like calm spaces, being around calm people, the energy for the next 3 months is about calm. Okay. Virgo. Ooh, Virgo, you have the Empress cards. So the first message is from the Empress. And the Empress, as you know, Virgo, is about, you know, seduction, love, you know, nice food, taking care of yourself. And I feel a lot of you Virgos can be having this Empress moment, as in feeling, I feel that a lot of you Virgos may be more sensual during this winter time. You know, open up yourself more in a sensual way. I feel that there's going to be a bit of relaxing. Some of you could be relaxing what you're eating, not entirely, because obviously, you know, you're a health sign. But I feel that there's going to be more of a you're going to be much more in a relaxed state of mind. And that means emotions. That means, you know, not feeling that you have to do everything all at once, which is very new for a lot of you Virgos. I feel that some of you are going to have more of it's like an exciting time of doing something outside your comfort zone, not necessarily keep constantly planning. Like if your partner's saying, oh, let's go here, it's like, okay, let's just do it. And something's telling me about something about hot chocolate. So you guys may be drinking a lot more hot chocolate. This may be like a substitute. Like if you feel for chocolate, you may be just drinking more hot chocolate. You know, it's the winter time, so you want comfort, you want joy. There could also be like a blending that's happening. It could be a blending of families. It could be a blending of emotions. This could also be a blending. I'm picking up blending somehow, Virgos. I'm also picking up, you know, children. You know, children. Some of you may be working with children, but I feel like the winter time, you guys are going to be more, not as anxious. There's not this anxiety emotion that's happening, like you got to do everything at once. Go, okay, I'm going to do this tomorrow, I'll do it this day, I'll do it that day. And it's not saying you won't do it, you will do it, but it's going to be more of a relaxing state. Second card you have is the Page of Cups. Lovely card. So this is about love, Virgo. This is about emotions. This is about you guys, you know, I feel some of you Virgos may be proposing marriage, or there may be a proposal to you, but it feels like emotions are very heightened now, but in a really good way. You know, I feel emotionally you guys are definitely changing. There's an emotional reset that's going to be happening. And I feel some of you are going to be taking like an emotional risk. It feels like an emotional risk that's happening. And I feel also, if some of you have not really thought about kids, you could be torn with the idea of, you know, now's the time to have kids. Or if you've got kids, expanding your family. But I feel some of you want to be closer to your partner. And you may not be lovey-dovey about it. You may just be more, you know, doing what you do, Virgo, but you're just going to heighten it more. Like, you know, some of you may want your partners, for instance, to be healthy, so you may be cooking them healthy foods, but then you may put like I don't know, a fat, like chips with their food, for instance. You could be surprising your partner, but you're just showing you're just showing a loving way, you know. But also I feel some of you are very open to getting the love back. You're going to be, you know, you're going to be giving, but you're also going to be receiving. And I feel that the receiving that you're going to get is going to be huge, huge receiving you're going to be getting. Like your partner could say, no, I wanted to massage your toes. And you're like, okay. And the next thing you know, they massage your body and you're like, okay, this is even better. And you just find that you've changed. There's going to be a huge emotional change. And you may even start, I feel some of you Virgos may start to think, you know what, I might start investing in massages more. Whether it's through your partner or whether it's through just booking that appointment. I feel a lot of you are going to be really taking care of, like, you know, your self-care, like emotional care. There could be more grooming going on, whether you're doing it or whether your partner's doing it or whether someone else is doing it. The last card you have, is the Three of Swords. So even though the Three of Swords is about, you know, wounds, and it is about pain, separation, I feel you guys, because you're going to be open more emotionally during the winter season, I feel that for me personally, it feels that you are healing from a wound. You're healing from last year. You're healing from 2021. You're healing from everything that you've held on to. And this emotional new state, reset, I'll say it's a reset that you Virgos are having, is because you understand that, you know, this is actually helping you to heal what's going to be going on. And you're going to be willing to let go. You're not going to be putting your work before anything, because in order for you to heal, you can't just carry on being busy. You have to emotionally open your heart to heal. And I feel you guys are going to be doing that. So with this Three of Swords is, you know, yes, you've been hurt in the past. Yes, you've had suffering. There's people have taken the piss with you. People have hurt you. Friends have hurt you. Family have hurt you. But now you're in a different state. It's a new year and things are different now. And you're open to it. And some of you may still constantly be working on yourself, be healing your heart, but it's the past. And I feel that some of you may be affirming that a lot, like, you know, that this was the past, now I'm in a better state, or, you know, I have now healed from the past. I feel a lot of you are going to be affirming affirmations to continue to keep healing. But I also feel on a sensual, emotional heart space, you guys are moving away from the past and you are now in the now. And the emotion you have is actually unpredictable. So it says that, you know, even though you're in this state, there can be some unpredictable changes that happen. So anything that changes, even though you may be feeling this way, something different can actually come. It's about being open to the unpredictable changes that happen in your life now, especially for these next 3 months. Things are never set in stone. So if something, always have a plan B. And I think a lot of you have plan B and plan C anyway. So just be open to the unpredictable changes that happen in the winter season, because, you know, a lot of it's not going to be bad anyway. So just be open to it. Libra, you have the Nine of Wands. This is your first card message. So during this winter season with the Nine of Wands, Libra, I feel that you guys want to just chill. You guys want to stay home. You guys are very much wanting not to, there's no change that you guys want. You don't want the status quo to change. This feels more like you guys are feeling quite cold. You guys probably don't want to work. You guys probably don't want to do anything. You just really want to relax. Because this Nine of Wands is about, you know, territory, and it's also about action through determination. So I feel that you guys will have to, in order the work that you guys have to do, you're gonna have to put a lot of action into it, because you don't want to do much. this winter season feels more harsh than all the other winter seasons. Maybe because it squares you in some way. This is about, it's like a fourth house. So some of you may want to be at home more. So in order for you to go out there and work, you're going to have to really dig your heels in, basically, and be very determined. And, this card is also about recovery as well. I don't think you guys are I think you guys are just recovering from a lovely Christmas, but now it's a harsh time. So I feel that some of you have good intentions for what you want to do, but it feels like you have to really get going. And it feels like I'm actually seeing like a partner pushing you out the bed, like, come on. I feel this is actually really great time for you guys to be boosting your immune system in some way, whether it's drinking like green tea or, this is actually good for your immune system anyway. But I feel that some of you may need to like look at like what you're eating. If some of you may be snacking a lot on chocolates. That's why your energies may be ebbing and flowing. The 9 is about ending. So it's about ending a cycle and trying to begin a new one. So if you're feeling very comfortable at home and you don't feel very energized to do anything when it comes to like work or just doing things you want to do, it's about really looking at that. There is an ending that's definitely happening for a lot of you, and I feel that a lot of you will have to be very disciplined in order to, because there's things that you see could be happening, like there's people you want to see, and you guys could just be feeling very lazy. But it's about discipline. You guys are going to have to be extremely disciplined. The second card that you have, but your second card, Libra, is the Chariot card. And this is showing me that you guys are very much into your emotions. That's one of the reasons why I feel that you guys will have to really keep like digging your heels into like complete things, complete projects, or go to work, going back to like the daily grind. So you guys could be very much feeling very emotional as well. I feel some of you could be thinking about the past a lot. You could also be thinking about like your family, your friends, people from far away. If some of you are away from your family, you could be wanting to be closer to them. Your energies definitely could be very up and down. Your emotions, like even like between your mind and your heart, could be like in different spaces as well. You don't feel like grounded. That's why some of you may not feel motivated to be doing anything. But, I feel that some of you actually do want to, if you are going to travel anywhere, it's going to be to be with family, to be with probably like close friends. Some of you may want to as well, but you just don't have the motivation to do it. You just want to be home and cozy. This is about you guys wanting to be very cozy. So I feel that there may be like a change with some of you Libras, that you guys may, in the beginning, you guys may decide that you want to, especially like in 2021, you wanted to be around a lot of like your, friends and, having lots of lovely conversations. And now you may, and also when it comes to what you may want to socialize more in 2021. But now, especially this winter time, you guys may decide that, working from home is not so bad. Yeah, especially because your emotion, the Chariot card is about your emotions as well. And it's a Cancer card, and Cancer actually rules your 10th house, which is about your career. So you have different thoughts on your career. I feel some of you definitely want to, thinking about I actually want to work part-time. I actually want to be closer to home. I want to be around my family more. I want to see my family more. I want to, if I'm going to travel, it can't be too long distance. It has to be quite short, so that because I feel some of you actually want to feel safe. In the mind, it's like the world is definitely changed now, and this, I want to take care of myself, but sometimes I haven't got the motivation to do it. So I do feel a lot of you actually want to, working from home doesn't seem so bad, because now that you've got Zoom, You got, you know, WhatsApp. So you want to be, you know, it's all about being closer to home for you. Then you got the Ace of Swords, your last card, which is about changing of a mindset. So in the winter time, your mindset is definitely changing. I feel that whatever you put your mind to, you're not going to go back on it. You know, it's a brand new lifestyle that's going to be happening for a lot of you. And, you know, this card is also about, you know, it's an air card. So it's a like mentally you're feeling different, basically, Libra. You know, you are sensitive, but you are logical as well. So it feels like you're going to be having a mental different attitude. Like it could be a mental breakthrough, it could be an emotional breakthrough. And I feel that you guys just want something different. And it also could be you guys thinking, like I said before, wanted to be close to family, but also some of you guys may even want to move. It could be like moving to the country, you know. This card is also about prosperity as well. So you could be consolidating like your money, knowing that you've got enough, you know, want to pack the family up. Let's move here. Let's be more, you know, it's just a huge change that's happening for a lot of you. And it's also a birth of a new idea. It's definitely a birth of a new idea. And I feel that, you know, family feels very important to a lot of you Librans. Very. And also maybe you've got Saturn in your 5th house. So this is about children. So some of you could have children on the mind. You know, you could be wanting to homeschool your children, for instance. Some of you could be wanting to, you know, spend more time with your children. It could be a birth of a new child, pregnancy, could be talking about expanding the family. It just feels like, you know, sometimes you see people that are having this sort of like reawakening. It's like just getting people close together, not leaving. It just feels like that. But there's just a new mental awakening happening for a lot of you Librans. And I feel that your communication is going to be very different now during the winter. It could be just the winter, or it could be you just changing completely. But regardless, you're changing. And the message you have from the emotions is nervous. So some of you could be feeling nervous about the changes that are happening. You could be feeling nervous about, oh my God, I can't believe I'm thinking like this. You could be nervous about the future. Could be nervous about the past. You could also be, there could be like nervousness about what's happening with close friends and family. So nerves could be playing on you too. So one of the reasons why, and you also, some of you could be nervous about going to the office. So there's no wonder why some of you may feel safe about being at home, you know. And this may carry on for 3 months, but I feel that this is for 3 months obviously, but it may carry on for the whole year. You know, you have, your mindset has completely changed now. Scorpio, first message you have is from the High Priestess, Scorpio. So I feel that you may feel the winters are, you know, it's a time of like rest, thinking back. But I feel a lot of you Scorpions may be working on some secret project, or be thinking of something. There can be some secrets that you could be thinking about. It feels very emotional time for you guys. And I think that you guys are like mulling over things to do with the past. It could be you having there could also be Scorpios that you guys are thinking about someone that you want to date, or there's someone that you are actually dating. It feels very much as sort of like secretive time, but also emotional time. And the High Priestess is a card of, you know, it's a Cancer card. It is of emotion. It's also about your intuition. It's also about hidden things. So you know, some of you Scorpions, I also feel that, you know, you could be showing like one side of your face and hiding another side. It's very secretive time. And you know, I feel with this winter that you guys feel very cocooned in your feelings. And You may not want to be around too many people as well. Now, you may be excited about being by yourself. Some of you could have moved in by yourself as well, or want to be want to move by yourself. You just want to be alone for the next 3 months because you want to get your bearings. You want to, there's things that you want to do. There's things that you want to say and do, but it's not necessary to people. Just that, you know, it's like you're figuring things out. And if someone asks you anything, you're gonna not, it's not you're lying, it's just that you just say what they want to hear, you know. Because I think that in another sense as well, that you guys could be working on doing like chakra work, like, you know, really raising your vibrations. Because winters, you know, a lot of you are born even in the autumn, it does feel very harsh and cold, and some of you may even actually be enjoying what's going on, like this, it's like a slow down what's going on. And you may not want to be around too many people. You may want to reveal like your plans for what you want for 2022. And I feel that you being by yourself, because some of you are by yourself regardless anyway, but I feel that there's this sort of desperation to really be by yourself because you have huge plans. And I feel that you guys see that your future and destiny is definitely going to be changing this year. So in order for you to sort of, it could be an element of control of the events, you need to be by yourself a lot. And obviously this could be because, you know, the nodes are changing in you in Taurus's sign as well. So if some of you are not into astrology and that, you know, there's a need, but there's a huge change that's coming to you guys. The second card you have is the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles for you, Scorpio, is reversed, and it is about money. So even though it's reversed, I feel more so that you guys are looking at your spending habits, and you're probably tightening your belt a lot, really tightening your belt. You probably was very extravagant. I would, maybe 6 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 2021, I feel you guys are very, just looking at, you know, your spending habits. This is one of the secrets you could be hiding within yourself. But yeah, so I feel you guys are just looking at what you've like thrown away when it comes to money, or whether it things in general, but I do think it's money. But I feel like you guys are just looking at what you've thrown away, what you've wasted money on, and now it's time, okay, I'll only spend if I actually need to on things that are very important. Because I feel some of you guys actually want to travel as well. So you guys may be, you know, wherever you work, or whether you're working for yourself, you're going to be quite tight with your money. This next 3 months is a time of being tight. It's not to say that you're broke, it's just that you're just going to be like, you know, you're not going to be going out too much. You're just about spending money on what you earn, what you need, like on food, you know, the essentials, and not spending it frivolously on things that you feel that you deserve. So you could be quite strict with yourself now. And you know, and also, and you can say it's about, you know, your future security, but I just feel that you guys are just, it's just like, you know what, you could be like, I feel some of you could looking at your like wardrobe, just looking at your like your home and looking at what you've got. You could be throwing away things, giving things to charity, and just seeing, you know what, I shouldn't have spent money on this, I should have spent money on that. I know I thought I needed it, but now I don't. You know, you're really looking at your finances really seriously now. And it's not to say you won't be going out with people, but you will, but you just won't just be too over generous. And some of you may be looking at how you've been generous with people as well, and seeing that, you know, the people that I've actually been generous to, they're not being really generous back. So it feels more like a real realization of who you've been generous with your time with. Your last card is the Fool card, and the Fool card is about a new journey happening. So you guys are definitely on a new journey, a new like spiritual journey, a new emotional journey, a new path beckons for a lot of you Scorpions. I do feel it's because of the nodes that's happening. Even though it's in your south node, there is solar eclipses happening in your sign as well. So you feel that, you know, if you, like I said in the beginning, a lot of you are thinking about things that you may not want to tell people. And this is something to do with your future. But you guys definitely want a change of scene. This could be you leaving I feel some of you may decide to like leave. If you're in your home country, you may leave your home country. If you're in another country, you may leave. Because this is a Uranus card as well. It's an Aquarius Uranus card. So there's things that you guys are going to be doing on a whim. And that's one of the secrets. So whatever you're going to be doing new, you're going to be shocking people. You could shock yourself. Because remember, you're fixed water. So it can take a while for you guys to get going. But once you make that decision, it's done. So I feel that some of you may leave a country, whether it's your country, a country you're in. Some of you may decide to move in with someone. Or I feel some of you may decide you don't want to be in a relationship at all. You know, and I remember, Scorpio, whatever you decide for the next winter 3 months, it can carry on for the whole year. It can, I feel that it will carry on for the whole new year. So you guys are seeking independence somewhere else. You want new challenges. You want to be around new people, new places. If your relationship is stagnated, you want someone different. If you are single, you may decide to be single. If you are seeking a new relationship, it will be someone completely different. And they will open your mind and they'll show you the world in a different way. I feel you guys' mindset, your ideology is going to be changing as well. That's what the Fool is telling me. Some of you may decide to dress differently too. Some of you may talk differently, change your hair. There's a brand new beginning happening generally throughout your whole life. And it starts in the winter and it carries on. And the emotion message that you have is jealous. Ooh. So there could be if you're not feeling this, there could be a lot of people that are jealous around you, Scorpio. They could be jealous of the brand new you. They could be jealous. There could be an energy of jealousness that, you know, you've changed. How can you change? How dare you leave? Some people could be questioning your motives. Could be questioning why you want to look different, why you want to leave, why you want to end relationships or friendships. There's a lot of jealousy around you, Scorpio. And sometimes when people are jealous because they actually want to do what you're doing, some of you may be jealous of someone as well. You may be jealous of their life. You may be jealous of, you know, you may have friends that are settled and you want to be settled. You maybe have people that are free and you want to be free. So the theme of jealousy comes up in many ways. So yeah, but if you're feeling intensely jealous, be mindful of that because it could be detrimental. But also look out that people could be very jealous around you as well. Then we have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, the first card message you have for this winter is the Lovers card. So I feel definitely you guys are definitely in two minds about your wants and needs. I feel some of you Sagittarius, like Aries, really want to get going, but you guys may, it's not that you're not motivated, it's that there's things that need to be worked on, and you guys, whether you guys are willing to put the work in is another story. Remember, you've got the solar eclipse in your sign as well, so this is about you traveling. You could be in two minds. Some of you could be deciding whether to stay or go, leave the country, move house. Lots and lots of things that you guys need to think about. You need unity, you need compromise as well. So you guys may not be in the mood to compromise. You guys may be just thinking of something, you're just going to really do it. If you're in a long-term relationship, there's going to be a lot of conversations that happen now, Sagittarius, that is definitely going to impact you for the next 6 months. So it's about listening. It's also about coming together with people as well. I also see for you, Sagittarius, that there is, you know, there's some changes that are going to be happening on the work front too. And I feel this could be being promoted or staying or moving into another area of the work you're doing. So I feel some of you guys could be thinking about that too. If it's promotion, obviously it's more money, but if it's where you are, staying where you are, maybe it's because you like the people where you are. So you're definitely in two minds. And this can make a lot of you feel a bit excited, but a bit on edge, a little bit like, I don't know what to do. If you're in a relationship, really speak to your partner. They can actually help you make a decision, but the end decision is definitely yours. Second card you have is the Eight of Cups. So you are moving away from an old way of thinking and being, Sagittarius. I feel some of you, once you make that decision in this winter time, you're not going to regret it. But you are also, I feel some of you Sagittarians are, whenever I see this card, I always see that we're trying to find yourself. You could be looking for something, but I feel a lot of you are trying to find yourself. I feel some of you are actually trying to find your bearings. You're trying to like navigate you're trying to understand what's going to be, you're trying to understand what's going on in 2022. It feels like, especially in January, that things could be moving in a way that you feel that, you know, you can't, whether you don't know if you're coming or going. Things feel that they're very much in the air, and you want movement, but you also want to know, you also want to find yourself in a way. I know that might sound a bit confusing for a lot of you Sagittarians, but I do definitely see that you guys want movement, but you also want to find, and it could be you finding out what people are saying, find like a secret. But I also do feel strongly that you guys are trying to like find your way into the world. So if some of you are moving something within your career, you're probably just learning the ropes. Or if some of you are trying to find your way into what's going on in 2022, you will find it, but there's some hoops that you have to go to, because the 8 is about, you know, work, diligence and work. And it's also, number 8 is also about, you know, whatever you put in, you obviously get out. It's about leadership as well. So know that wherever you're going to go, people may actually follow you, Sagittarius. You know, even whatever you say, people will actually believe you, they'll follow you. So if things are very much up in the air and you say, okay, can we just talk about this? Let's just get it out there. People, oh yeah, it's true. Yeah. So, you know, it does feel very confusing, especially the 8 of Cups for a lot of you Sagittarians. But, you know, as you know, a new year is never easy for everyone. And I feel that you may find it the hardest. Then we have the World card. And the World card is about, you know, endings. It's also about traveling as well. But I feel for a lot of you Sagittarians is that, you know, you, especially like in the beginning, you know, you're probably in two minds. You're going to come to the great conclusion of what makes you happy. You know, the next 3 months is about you trying to find your happiness. And yeah, I'm sort of seeing with some of you Sagittarians that, you know, you guys are feeling quite cold. So, you know, I some of you, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you decided just to leave your country, or, you know, because the world card is about, you know, success. Like, you've done all the work and now you've come to a successful conclusion. So I feel a lot of you are going to be changing. There's you know, once you find out what's going on, you're going to be changing. And I feel it's going to be physical change. It could be an emotional change. It's just going to be a huge change that comes. And it's only because you've put work in. You've actually listened. You've done your, you know, you've put the work in, Sagittarius. So you're going to have changes that happen. And some of this actually feels quite sad. But the winter season is a pretty sad time anyway. But I feel that you guys, because you guys want movement, with movement comes change. And with the World card, change is going to be happening now. And yeah, it's an end of a cycle, what's happening for a lot of you Sagittarians. And like I said, whatever changes and cycles that ends now, it's going to carry on for the whole year. So whether you've initiated this end of a cycle or someone else has, it's going to carry on for the whole year. And you're going to look back on this. Some of you may feel sad, but some of you actually thinking, you know, I actually needed this. You know, in the beginning, it felt so uncomfortable. I was just in two minds. I felt very lost. But now I know what's actually going on. And if some of you have initiated these changes, it's because you want something different. You want a brand new start. And that's what this World card is about for you. The emotion card that you have is walk. You have walk. So you're walking away. Some of you may be going on walking more, doing lots of physical walking more. You're walking away from an old self, walking into a brand new self. So it just feels like there's movement, a lot of movement for you Sagittarians. So I think if you guys decide I'm going to walk for 30 minutes, you might walk for an hour. But I feel that a lot of you are walking away, and the realization will come like in March. But you guys are prepping yourself for walking away from something. That's essentially what it is, Sagittarians. But there's just confusion. And sometimes confusion is good, because there's so much things that come up that we need to, you know, consolidate before we make that change. And yeah, I feel that, you know, once you walk away from a situation or even start doing more walking, physical action, then you're going to feel better for it. So it does feel very up and down, Sagittarius, but in the end, all comes for the better. Capricorn. For you, Capricorn, you have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles for you, Capricorn, especially because, you know, this is going to be for, like, even though it's for the 3 months, you know, you are the, you know, because you're cardinal and you set the tone for the year. You set it for 3 months, but for me, you set it. And the Seven of Pentacles is what you're working with. And it's obviously about, you know, hard work, putting the work in, you're going to get results. But I feel a lot of you have put work in emotionally. And I feel that it's because you got the new moon, which is happening in the beginning of the year. But you've also got lots of action with Mercury. You've got Mercury retrograde happening. You've also got Venus retrograde. You've got Venus. This is going to be for 4 months. So you guys are some of you guys feel a bit weary, but you're going to put the work in. And whether it's financial, tangible results you want, I feel it's more emotional this time. And it's about putting your time and effort and believing you're going to get good results. So if you're going to be really concentrating on your relationships, Capricorn, it's about really being open to be communicating your emotions, whether it's money, whether it's business. It's about being honest, not just doing it for material of success. If you want your life to change, it's about being honest. And sometimes I feel some of you Capricorns, you know, you work so hard because you don't want to feel. And sometimes when we don't want to feel, we end up losing anyway. We may get the material success, but we end up being alone. And I don't feel a lot of you really want to be alone now. I feel some of you may be in a long-lasting relationship with a family, but there's something missing. And I feel a lot of you are really ready now to really, you know, it's like you're ending a cycle, you're completing a new one. With Venus in your sign for the next 4 months, it's a beginning of a new cycle. So you guys are changing. I feel some of it is because you guys are now older and wiser as well. And number 7 is about, it's an emotional number, number 7. So you guys are going to be feeling emotionally more. The second card you have is the 5 of Swords. And I feel that some of you, because the 5 of Swords, whenever we see this card, it is about, you know, betrayal. It's also about walking away from a situation. But I feel for some of you Capricorns is that, you know, you've learned a lot of harsh lessons in life. Some of you may have left home very early and started working. Some of you may have been very, you know, gone to the dark side and have used people in some way in order to gain success. Some of you have left relationships even though it was working. And, you know, and also this, basically this thing that you guys have done in order to be a success. But I feel that relationships are going to be your test of emotional character. And I feel some of you have also have left something because you believe that someone was cheating in some way, you're betrayed in some way. So instead of you communicating, now you've just left. Or some of you may have been dumped. So I feel some of you have holding this harshness to yourself. But now there's changes that are happening, but also in order for change to happen, you need to confront the dark side. You need to confront, some of you some of you probably, because it was retrograde, some of you have probably seen the person that hurt you, or some of you have bumped into the person you hurt and had honest conversations. There could have been some arguments, or there could have been some honest emotional openness. I feel a lot of you have actually learnt from seeing that person or people. Some of you have probably been confronted with people from your past that, you know, you've done wrong, and it could have been some harsh words that were said. Some of you may have been quiet while they said what they needed to say, but I do feel like the past has actually come to a lot of you, and it's making a lot of you think about how you've been. So you guys are now like, it's like a mindset, emotional set. It's a general reset. It could be a lifestyle set. You guys have changed, and this Five of Swords is saying that, you know, the harshness, whether it's through you doing it to someone or someone's done it to you, it's time to really, you know, work with it. Even though it is harsh, even though it is brutal, even though it does feel like a battle. The last card you have is the Four of Pentacles, and this Four of Pentacles is actually your card, Capricorn. And the message here is that some of you could just be holding on, you know, you could be holding on to your old way. Some of you may, on one hand, some of you may be holding on to like that old way, that old cold way, controlled way, because of what's happened in life. But I feel some of you are holding on to the person that you love. You are really ready and open and willing to change in your own way, you know, slowly, easy. That, remember, you're the goat, you're slow. But I feel some of you are actually now open. You know, you're holding on to your partner, but you're also holding on to the fact that things will change. Some of you could be holding on too tightly. Just be careful of that, because when we hold on too tight, nothing changes. But still, I feel this is more, it actually ends more beautiful for the next 3 months, or even for like the whole year. Like you could be holding on to someone because you feel you're going to lose them. It's just about being open, Capricorn. Your partner might feel that, you know, they feel like, I can't breathe, because you're just, where are you going? You know, it could be your children, like, be very controlling about your children. But it's just that because you're showing that you love. But it's just saying, you know, there's showing emotion, but there's also being possessive. Or some of you could be holding on to an old way, like, you're not going to change. That's it. This is how I am. I'm not going to change because this is what makes me comfortable. So it's about seeing the difference. But if you are willing to change, you know, because this is about, you know, this is about fixed attitudes. It could be fixed within money, but I feel it's more emotion. If you're willing to see the difference and willing to change, then I feel that you're going to definitely transform throughout the whole year. So the message that you have, the emotion message you have, is chilled. So when it says chilled for you, Capricorn, it's about relaxing, chilling. You know, you come home from work, or if you're working from home, When work is finished, chill, relax, watch a crazy movie, read a nice book, do something different with your partner, even with your kids. Be open to relaxing, you know, chillax, as people call it. There is there's ways to relax, there's ways to have this downtime, and you're not missing out on anything. You're not going to lose anything. You know, chill and relax in your relationships as well, or try to, you know, see what happens when we just open up more, see what happens when we relax more. This includes the bed as well. Be open to, it's just about chilling. Try to chill. I know it's not going to be easy, Capricorn, but yeah, try to chill. Okay. Aquarius. So Aquarius, for the next 3 months of winter, you're going to be definitely getting your bearings in, because the first card that you have is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is very much an emotional time that we, you know, on a general sense, could be looking back on the past, could be looking back, you know, having just very much an emotional time. And like I said, you guys could be definitely getting your bearings in, especially in 2020, the beginning of 2022, when the winter really sets in, like the realization comes. And you guys have Saturn still transiting your sign until, you know, 2023. So you guys could be, again, probably could consolidate what you've done, what you've learned, how you've come across to people, how much you've gained, how much you've lost. Some of you could also be thinking of taking up a new challenge in some way. This could be a creative challenge. Some of you could also be, you know, just wanting to, you know, be around like good food, nice people, your friends. Yeah, I feel some of you just want to, it's sort of like, because the Queen of Cups is a Cancer card, so it is about comfort and joy. So I feel some of you want to be around like your friends, especially if you didn't see them during Christmas. You may want to be around them now. And yes, that's what I see for you guys. It does feel that you guys are just, you know, just breathing in to 2022 and see it, and trying to feel your way around what's going to be happening. I feel some of you may be quite cold, feeling very like you want warmth. You want warmth in your life. Things just feel a bit too, you know, stagnated. You know, there's not a lot of any feeling of emotion. So I feel that you guys definitely want feeling. The second card you have is the Hermit card, and the Hermit card is about a guiding, you know, listening to that inner guide, that it can guide you to the light. So, you know, with you Aquarians, you guys are seeking, you guys are seeking something else now. When Saturn transits your sign, this is a different time. You know, there's a lot of karma to work with. There's also a lot of, it's like new challenges that can come up, and also new limitations, but also a new way of learning. So I feel that a lot of you guys, you want something new to happen in your life. So you're listening to yourself. Some of you may spend a lot more time, or wanting to spend more time alone. I feel a lot of you signs actually want to spend time alone, actually. I think Scorpio had this too. But yeah, you Aquarians, if you are meeting up with, you know, friends, family, you know, people that you love, there is an element that you really want to be alone as well, because you're hearing messages, you're hearing like there's like an inner guide that's working with you. Some of you could also be doing spiritual work as well, or wanted to take up spiritual work, whether it's through Reiki, yoga, meditation, even tarot. Because the nights get darker very quickly, and I feel that you guys, you guys want to, you know, you guys want to learn more. So it feels like it's now or never. So I see some of you Aquarians having lots of books, gaining lots of knowledge, reading up on this spiritual work. But it's not something that you tell people. It's more or less for yourself. And yeah, we do have Pluto in your 12th house as well. So that may be one of the reasons why. But I just feel that some of you may want to come into 2022, you know, being around people that you love, but also, you know, gaining some inner knowledge. The fourth card you have is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is about, you know, celebrating. Could be celebrating a new project, celebrating with people, but also a celebration of, you know, hard work. That the hard work that you've actually put in yourself, it's actually a positive time. So I feel that, you know, you guys, once you put all your feelings and thoughts into action on what you want to do, who you want to spend time with, definitely a time of celebration. I feel that you guys are really seeking like a solid foundation for 2020, for the winter, but also for 2022. And between like the next 3 months from January to March, these are going to be very telling months. It's going to be, it's also going to show you, Aquarians, that, you know, when you put your mind to something that's quite unusual, something that you've never even thought you would do, you can gain a lot of results. You can also find out a spiritual side that you didn't realize that you had as well. But also, you know, there's a new feeling that's going to be happening within you too. And this winter does seem a different winter to how it's previously been. It may be because of all the planets that are in Capricorn, but also maybe because, you know, you've just changed. It's sort of like you've risen by you know, you're like a phoenix, so you've actually risen. So the Four of Cups is, the Four of Wands is about, you know, pleasure. Things feel that, you know, you actually want things to feel, it's not necessarily controlled, but you just have plans and you're ready to meet these plans. So there's no wonder why, especially even like maybe before the year ends, you'll be celebrating. But, you know, so I feel some of you Aquarians, when you do have something that you want to do, you can get, there's a distraction that can come because there's so many people and places and things to see. But, you know, especially from January, you actually start putting the groundwork in. So that's what the Four of Wands is also showing as well. And yeah, I feel that also there can also be some unusual activity happening as well in the winter months. Some unusual activity happening, so there also may be a cause for celebration. And the emotion message that you have is greed. So the greed could be that you want to do it all. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean just greedy for food. It means that I feel most of you just want to do it all. And when you want to do too much things all, it, you know, you can feel sick. Like, oh my God, why did I do this? Why did I take so much on? So take what you need and discard the rest, Aquarian. That's what the greed card is saying. Take what you need and discard the rest. Don't have too much on your plate that you just end up leaving it, or it makes you just feel like, oh, I feel sick. So take what you need and leave the rest, okay? And last but not least, we have Pisces. So Pisces, the first card you have for this winter is the Four of Cups, and it is actually reversed. So the Four of Cups reversed, Pisces. So if you're hearing some crackling noise, guys, I do apologize. So yes, the Four of Cups reversed is actually a Cancer card. It's a mooning Cancer card. And because it's reversed, some of you, you know, going into, like, especially going into 2022, you know, it feels it's a positive time for a lot of you. But some of you may be feeling quite nostalgic, could be feeling like, oh, there's things I have to do and I don't actually want to do it. But on the other hand, I'm going to do it. It feels very much, again, an emotional time for a lot of you. There is a lot that you guys, I feel that there's some people that want to see a lot of you Piscean. Maybe because, you know, the sun is in your 11th house and we've got the retrograde, we've got Mercury retrograde happening. I feel there's a lot of people that actually want to see a lot of you. It could be 4 people. It could be from your past. There could also be people that you haven't really spoken to for a while that you are in contact with, but you haven't spoken to in a while. But I feel that you probably are getting dragged in so many different corners, but you actually want to be alone. It's not a bad thing, because a lot of you water signs, you know, a lot of you actually do like to be alone. And I feel even you more so, Pisces, you know, when the new year comes, I feel some of you actually really enjoy having a new year, but some of you actually need to just ease into it. It's like you're waking up from a dream. Yes, I feel some of you actually really want to be alone. It doesn't feel like a depressing time, but just that you guys don't really seek to be out with too many people. I do feel that people want to talk to you, and it is, if it is from your past, or some of you may even bump into people from your past as well. There may be lots of invitations that come, you know, but also, yeah, I just feel that you guys just need to, I feel that you guys just want to, you know, go within and just settle into the new year. You know, when it's reversed, it is about disappointments, but I don't feel you guys are disappointed in any way at all. I just feel that you guys are offered, there's offerings to you, but you just want to, you're taking it in, and it's just like, okay, let me just have some peace, and then once I regain my peace and composure, then I will talk, you know. But I do feel the energy is busy, but you just want, you know, peace. The second card you have is from the Emperor, and you're coming, you know, you Pisceans are coming into yourself now. You're coming into this, there's this leadership role that you guys are coming into. And although you guys still feel that you want to just, you know, keep your bearings, there are opportunities I feel that are coming. This could be from like old bosses. This could also be that, you know, some of you have been seeking like new opportunities and they actually come. This person could be an Aries. They could have sun, moon, or they could have sun, moon, or rising. This also could be some of you Pisces who have like rising or moon or planets in Aries that are coming. You guys want to initiate action. Okay, and some of you Aries, some of you Pisces may also have a fire burning that you need to let out, but it just takes a while for it to come. And with winter, I feel some of you are also wanting to do something new in regards to your physical self as well. You may be prepping yourself because we have this conjunction happening in your sign in April. So some of you could also be really thinking about, you know, really looking after like your physical body, because when it's your time to shine, you have to prepare. So some of you could be like, you know, really like, I don't know, eating smaller portions, for instance, cutting down on the chocolate, you know, habits that you guys are, some of you could be addicted to. You could be like letting them go because there is a new way that you guys want to be seen. Some of you have probably worked on your, are working on your, you know, your confidence building as well during this winter time. But you know, there's a spring in your step that's coming. There's definitely a spring in your step that's coming, and it will be revealed. I feel it will be revealed when it comes to like your season, especially when it comes to March. Things will be very much revealed. But this Emperor card is saying that, you know, if whatever you've put into action or motion or thinking about, you are going to be doing it. And some of you may be doing it faster than others. Some of you may just need to just glide into it slowly. But some of you are like, yes, right. This is what's going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing. This is what I'm going to be planning. This is what I'm going to be doing. So, yes. Then the last card you have is the Ace of Wands. So, Pisces, you know, when it comes to like the 3 months, it starts off slow. Doesn't matter if it does, but it also ends very well. With the Ace of Wands, it's new creativity, it's new action. Even coming back from the Emperor card, there's a lot going for you now. And with the Ace of Wands, whenever we see the Ace is such a positive card for anyone to have, and especially for you Pisces. So the Ace of Wands is about, you know, is about new ways of action, new ways of being, new ways of showing yourself as well. It does involve business. It involves about creativity. It's also about money. So regardless of how it comes in, because I do feel, like I'm going back to the first card, I do feel for a lot of you Pisceans that you're easing to it slow. You know, you are going to have people around you in that. But I do feel also that because going from the Emperor card to the Ace of Wands, things are going to start flowing very quickly. So it's not bad if things start slow, Pisces. I come back to it. It's not bad because sometimes we need to ease into things slow before. It's like the tortoise. You need to be that tortoise before you become the hare. And you need to prep before the madness comes. You know, you need to prepare yourself for the opportunities that come. So you guys are basically preparing yourself with the Ace of Wands happening. The Ace of Wands card that you have is just showing you that you were right to be how you were in the beginning, because you're now going to see tangible results, tangible benefits. And I feel that things move slow because of the effort that you're putting in. And I feel it's definitely creative. That's what's coming for a lot of you guys. I feel that, you know, the people that want to be associated with you, yes, they are friends, old friends, you know, but they are also people that have seen the work that you've done and they want to work with you. So this obviously does include, you know, financial tangibles, and, you know, and also I feel some of you may also be doing entrepreneurial work, because remember the Emperor is about entrepreneurship. So it's not necessarily you working for someone. It's like you want to be free. You know, you want to be self-employed. So there may be people that are giving you sponsorships. This could be also people that will, sponsor, especially if you're doing social media work. The 11th house is to do social media. It's about gains from others as well. So I feel that some of you will get gains from others through the work you're putting out there on social media, podcasting, Instagram. You know, you guys are probably doing a lot of work last year. I feel a lot of you have. So you're going to start getting gains in the winter, even though the winter's so harsh and cold. So it's about, you know, self-employment gains you guys are getting. And you guys don't want to be restricted or restrained by anyone. You know, you don't mind getting, you know, people sponsoring you or wanting to work with you, but you don't want to actually work for people. I know it sounds strange, but yeah, it's not like, you know, like a full-time employment, but you're working for yourself. So I feel a lot of you, what's going on happening with you now in the winter is because of what you've put, is what the work you've done in the past from 2021. So you're now going to start seeing the fruits of your labor. And you're lucky you got the set 11th house, because 11th house is gains, and it's also opportunities. It's also about career advancements and your goals. So your goals are now going to be met. So when it comes to your emotion card, you have control. So there may be, some of you might actually be trying to control a situation, like trying to control yourself, control your emotions, control what you're saying. Some of you may also be feeling that you are being controlled in a way as well. So if anything comes up, obviously, you know, even if it feels very exciting, look at the small print or get someone else to help you. You know, if you don't understand, it's all about controlling yourself. You know, when we have material gain, it gets very, oh my God, all these things are happening. Oh, I want to take it all. So you have to control yourself. And also know when to emote and know when to control your feelings as well. So yeah, those are the main themes that, you know, with this message that's saying. But the main goal for the next 3 months is about control. And, you know, I feel some of you will find it very easy to, you know, because, and also another thing with this control message is that if things seem so good to be true, listen to your intuition, because your intuition will also guide you to control. If you feel too happy, you feel too eager. So the main ingredient is control. So that was it. So guys, that was the winter tarot reading for all the signs. You know, feel free to let me know how this messages, if they've resonated with you. And also feel free to, you know, like, share and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to follow Empath Butterflies Tarot, who's now putting the readings up for all of the signs. And I've also put up 2022 tarot, guys, for all the signs, so check that out. I'll leave the link below. So I hope you guys have a lovely winter. Like I said, the winters get very dark, and it's always nice to hear like a guided message for the next 3 months. So thank you very much, guys, for listening, and check out my other videos, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.